Well, since this is the unfortunately the closest Sunday, I guess you could say, to Stevie's day that he passed, which would be the 27th of August. So 2 days from now, obviously. I might be able to do something on Tuesday for him. But we're going to be doing something a little unorthodox today, but I'm here for it. Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back, of course, with Stevie Ray Vaughan, but in double trouble. But it's a little something different. It is their rock and roll, I think, Hall of Fame induction, and it's John Mayer doing the honors. And there's a whole slew of videos that play. Basically, I don't think this is the whole segment. This is like a 7-minute clip of it. But I thought in honor of obviously Stevie, who he was 35 years old, man. That's crazy, man. And next year, I think it'll be the same amount of years alive. You know, the passage of time, basically, that he was alive till, you know, now. I think that's wild. It happened a couple years before I was born, you know, so I can kind of measure it by that. And it's been a lifetime, you know, almost. It's crazy. Half a lifetime at least, but nevertheless, let's go. This goes out to our patrons, I believe, Connie and Harriet. As always, thank you, ladies. I appreciate you and your love for this man. Dedication is very appreciated, and I really, really appreciate y'all. All right, and if you want to watch other stuff, it's up there. And I know it's a little different, but I'm excited. All right, this is the Stevie Ray Vaughan Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction speech in 2015 by John Mayer, I'm guessing. 3, 2, 1.
Texas blues is a feeling.
Young Stevie.
It's something that you can't go and read out of a book. Something that you grow up with.
The first people that I really remember listening to, B.B. King, Albert King, Buddy Guy.
I was picking up on those feelings and that sound and carrying it out.
First time I heard Stevie play, I mean, it hit me immediately. And it was like this magic that he had.
Yeah.
And you stop. Oh my God, listen to this guy play. And he's young too.
All those great blues guys had so much respect for him. It was incredible.
We watched that one.
This little kid from Austin, Texas, just played some of the most devastating city rhythm and blues I've heard in years.
And I remember thinking, I have to find out who that guitar player is. He seemed to be an open channel.
Exactly. He really was.
And it's like for every emotion he had some way to express that musically.
It's just the way my life is. It's just not always gentle, you know. And that's the only way I know how to express myself, is to go from one extreme to the other and find the balance somewhere in between there.
He was one of a kind, man. And he woke up America, Europe, and everybody else with his guitar playing. Those kind of people come along once in a lifetime.
The sky is crying. So true.
He was always reaching for something higher.
I do the best when I just
With the
listen
guitar
for
behind the
where I'm
back,
trying
that's
to
great.
go with it and where it can go. If I just go with what's in my heart and let it come out, then I'm okay.
Can you see the tears roll down my nose?
That was an amazing
Please welcome
sling of videos.
John Mayer.
When I was 13 years old, a next-door neighbor handed me a blank cassette tape labeled Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. I took it home, I pressed play, and started listening somewhere in the middle of what I later found out was Texas Flood. And the second I heard it, I knew that it was going to mean everything to me. Stevie Ray Vaughan is the ultimate guitar hero. And every hero, and every hero has an origin story, a legend that explains how they came into their powers. Stevie's origin story unfolded as a teenager living in the Oak Cliff district of Dallas, Texas. By day, he was a shy, reserved high school kid, struggling to stay awake at his desk. But by night, he would plug in his electric guitar and transcend everything. Stevie used his guitar to find that door leading out of town, and he blew it wide open to take the world by storm. And that gave me hope, because heroes give you hope. There's an intensity,
So true.
There's an intensity to Stevie's guitar playing that only he could achieve, still to this day. It's a rage without the anger. It's devotional. It's religious. He seamlessly melded the supernatural vibe of Jimi Hendrix, the intensity of Albert King, the best of British, Texas, and Chicago blues, and the class and sharpshooter precision of his older brother, Jimmy.
Wow. John Mayer is shooting from the hip right now, bro.
He sauntered into the 80s neon-colored pop scene looking like Clint Eastwood in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly if he'd worn a battered Fender Stratocaster slung over his shoulder.
Right.
In one fell swoop with his phenomenal guitar playing, his gravel-over-honey singing voice, and tunes that were born to live forever on rock radio, he introduced blues music to a new generation that had never heard or felt it before.
Yeah.
But he could not have done it alone. Chris Layton, Tommy Shannon, and Reese Winans, his band Double Trouble,
all three guys,
were the reason that Stevie was able to break the barrier. By all accounts, if Stevie and Double Trouble took the stage to open for someone, they gave it back to him in shambles. One of the traits that define a hero is courage. And Stevie had incredible courage because he fought to overcome the demons of drug and alcohol addiction. And when he did, he returned to the stage an even better guitar player for it.
Yes, he did. Absolutely.
The only reason that I know exactly what sobriety meant to Stevie in his heart and soul is because he had the courage to talk openly about it on stage. And so because of Stevie, I grew up proudly turning down every drug and drink ever offered to me because in my mind, that could bring me closer to being like the man I never met and never could. Stevie was the ultimate guitar hero, and heroes live forever. On behalf of every guitar player and every blues lover, it is the honor of a lifetime to induct Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That was absolutely beautiful, man. I was kind of, not hesitant, but I was sort of like, I was like, okay, that's different. When I saw this request come up, but now I totally get why. That was eloquent as hell. And even the beginning clips, the way they strung everything together, the interviews, even the videos that we've watched on the channel, man, and him playing with the legends, him doing his own thing, him in Double Trouble. And like, what a journey it was. Like, it really was. And John Mayer just put it better than I ever could, Dan. Like, that was an amazing speech, dude. He nailed that. I mean, wow. I was moved by that. Because he felt so down to earth what he was saying. He sounded just like any old music lover. He didn't sound like, world famous John Mayer. And that's the beauty of, I guess, music and the industry. Like, no matter what you think of it, everyone's a fan of someone else. Everyone learned, everyone grew, everybody, grew up loving somebody and like getting inspired. And I think that's what Stevie really was, is he was an inspiration to a lot of people. And like John said, he brought the blues to a new generation that like nobody had heard, like especially the people that were younger, his age. When they put it on, they're like, yeah, what is this? And they go back and listen to Albert King and everything that was just the legends, And Stevie grew up listening to those guys, and then he got to play with them. I mean, that's the ultimate dream. He really is like the main character. He's a hero, man. Like, he got to play with his idols. That is one of the rarest feats ever, you know, especially for musicians, if you reach those heights. But with talent like that, Stevie, he could do anything, and he did. He flied, man. He really did. I mean, he kind of got too close to the sun at one point, and he came back down to earth. He got himself together, and then he, like you said, was a better guitarist for it. And I can't say I noticed a considerable difference in the guitar playing itself, his skill from, you know, pre-getting clean, after getting clean, but I did 100% notice a change in his demeanor, you know, and the way he, like, behaved on stage, his happiness was up a lot. You could tell that he just enjoyed being there, and he was grateful to even be on that stage, you know, and I think he was always like that, but I think the drugs and alcohol really obscure our vision, especially as an addict. You know what I'm saying? Like, they obscure everything. They're like blinders, man. Like, you don't see nothing. You put that on, and you're just focused on that. And Stevie was also focused on music at the same time. So lucky for him, I mean, not even lucky, that talent would have done anything. He could have been on horse tranquilizers, and if he could still play the guitar, he would have made it, man. He was that good. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it just blows my mind to hear that story put like that. And it was just so eloquently put, like, by John Mayer there. He really did a great job with that. I had to clap at the end. Like, that was a speech worth clapping for. That's a speech any music lover or just musician would love to give to a hero that you never got to meet. You know what I'm saying? It's just incredible, man. And and to have Chris, Tommy, and Reese there too, you know, doing their thing, just sitting there, just you know, just chilling, and everyone having a great time there. That's great. That was 2015 when that happened. And man, I guess when it does come down to it, though, that's the number one thing, is he was an inspiration to, I think, a whole new generation of people that grew up loving him. And I have a lot of them on the channel, you know, that comment, and I really appreciate the stories that you guys have of the people who have met him and hung out with him and all that. I mean, like, that is so cool to me, man. It really is. I'm eternally jealous. Like, he's another star that I did not get to even exist a day with in the world. But I will always feel him in my heart, because he really has changed a lot about how I look at music, and especially the whole recovery aspect. That's what really did it for me. Obviously, the skill and the musicianship is 100% there, but that's where the real connection for me comes with him, as his story of beating his demons and coming back even stronger. I can resonate with that 1,000%. And no matter what, I'll always, I'll remember that first Texas Flood video. Like, oh my God. El Macamba, baby. I remember it was blocked. I remember that too, but I remember I was never the same after that. I really wasn't. And I've been on a Stevie Sunday kick ever since. And I really appreciate you guys. And that was a great video. Thank you to Connie and Harriet once again. That was a great pick. Not like what we'll usually do, but I'm totally down to do more like that, because we're actually going to have a movie reaction here by the end of the month. That should be fun. The Wrecking Crew. That's going to be a good one. And I can't wait to actually watch it. And I think that's it on me, guys. And thanks for watching. Have a good day. And Stevie, if you're listening, man, thank you for everything. This one goes out to you. And this one goes to you. See you later. Don't forget, there's a Patreon in the description. Join the $15 tier or up. You get one free request a month. And there's also a PayPal as well in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. The support is the only way this channel keeps going. Sorry, the doors are just, they won't shut up. Whoa. Have a nice day.